Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For the people joining for the first time, this is not a political, this is a spiritual poll. We are a group of light workers coming together to raise the vibration of the planet. And as we come together and do this, and we change the vibration of the planet, I want to step back just a bit and talk about what a light worker is. Somebody asked that in the comment section. They go, is it light, L-I-T-E, L-I-G-H-T? And again, I think we get hung up on labels. So I'm not going into the spelling. I'd rather go into the symbolism of what a light worker is. For each of us, I think it's a little different. But I thought I'd throw some cards on it, just to spark another thought, another vibration, another feeling. So let's see what the Light Seers Tarot has to say. Let's see what the Galactic Heritage card has to say. And then let's see what the Shaman Oracle deck has to say. Tarot, Galactic, and the Shaman to me is a blend of both worlds. They have one foot in the earth, one foot over that rainbow thin space that gets us to the other world. So, light seer. What is a light worker? What does it mean? Ace of Swords. This is a new truth card, but if you just look at the image of this card, the light emanating from around her third eye, coming deep into the center of her mind. It's like that is the center of the universe. The center of her mind is shining out this light, bringing in, and it feels like a transference of energy, both coming out and bringing in. And again, when you interpret these cards, however you interpret them for you, right? And then we have the Seven of Wands. And I look at this card as a light worker. What do we need to do with all the things that are being thrown at us? There is this bubble of protection that we get to hang out in. And it's also a meditation bubble so that these wands don't come in. And it's us, not the outside, that creates the light, that allows us to stay in the light. And then we have Seven of Pentacles. Oh, two sevens. Two sevens. The Seven of Pentacles. Watching things grow. Tending to them. If we are light workers, this isn't something that just magically appears out of the middle of our heads. We have to get in quiet reflection, and we have to tend to it. It's we're not gonna be magical light workers without a little work to it. according to the Light Seers Tarot. Now, what about the Galactic Heritage? What is that? Well, this goes right with the Seven of Pentacles, working at it, self-discipline. And in today's climate, how much do we want to look at all those little arrows? All these little bits of news, information, wands are information. So there's all these different informational things coming at us from different news sources, different things that we are reading. What are we paying attention to? Are we paying attention to the colors of the chakra down here? What are we paying attention to? What's the self-discipline to stay focused on positive, on light? Okay. Oh, the missing link. Earth, past. This is an interesting card. This missing link is one that talks about the feeling of an abandonment. So as a light worker, how do we get past that feeling of we are alone on this earth? We create things that will remind us of our spiritual path. And I said we create things, I'm thinking of religions, but those religions are actually things that imprison us a little bit. So what this card to me is suggesting is that we remember that we are here with our own free will, that we get to choose how we want to live. We're not abandoned. If we have an awareness, if we use the self-discipline, the work of getting in touch with ourselves through meditation, getting in touch with the higher side of our light beings, of higher light workers, angels, guides. If we let go of this feeling of abandonment and remember that we can access a higher realm, that we are not alone, that's the missing link, that we think that we're just stuck here to our own devices, which we are, but we get to make something different. It's a tricky card here. Light workers, missing link. We are the link that we can bring in the light as well. Wow. Seduction and addiction. Goes back to this card for me. This self-discipline, feeling that we have been abandoned, and then we go into the seduction addiction of things that aren't so good for us. If we choose to look at the negative and listen to the negative all the time, if we're seduced by that, because it gives us some kind of sense of, it confirms the missing link. Oh yeah, we're alone. We're trying to put this into right words, and I don't know if I'm able to do that. But we certainly know that we get sucked in, seduced, addicted to things that aren't necessarily good for us. And as a light worker, that may not be the best thing. We need to have a conscious decision that we are going to work at, have the self-discipline of having that kind of connection with Source. I thought these cards would be a lot different. What does the shaman have to say? The mystical shaman, as he steps in between both worlds. As he's part of this seduction addiction, as he's part of this abandonment, this missing link of Earth, trying to put the pieces together. And that's this missing link. Where are we in the light workers scheme? It's not with the seduction and addiction. It's with, ooh, serpent, a rebirth, new beginnings. Wow. Shedding your old skin, shedding this trying to fit in somewhere, shedding the seduction and addiction. Watching things grow, a new beginning with the serpent. Oh, and the trickster energy, the coyote. The trickster energy. Sometimes things happen to us and we go, I don't get it. I don't understand it. What's the missing link? There's something missing out of what is happening to us. And then we find out, oh, it's for our better good. It's for our learning, our growth, if we take time to pay attention to it. And the final card, being Pride Month and all, the rainbow. What does it mean to be a light worker? This card, as I've mentioned before, as what shamans do, they have one foot on the ground, they have one foot on the transitional rainbow to the other side, through the veil, into the light. This rainbow card also asks us to pay attention to our chakras, as we talked about here, making sure that as we are in this new beginning, shedding old skin, that we pay attention to our chakras and how they are still being, maybe we're still tied to something we shouldn't be. Make sure that they're clean and flowing and shining. So what does it mean to be a light worker today? It means that we still have to go through the humanness. We still need to work at being there. Having the rebirth, letting go of the old skin. Yikes, so hard. And looking at that trickster energy as what just happened is for our better good. And fly with the rainbow. Awesome. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Peace and love.